I'm getting really sleepy. So I do have some notes. This was what I was working on last week at work, girl. I would have been had it done, but the topic was really good, and a lot of time, like some days last week busy, some were slow, so I didn't really get to work on my topic like I wanted to, and then I had enough on the topic, I can continue it or whatever, but I just hadn't had the time to get to my notes and read or whatever, read the notes out to you guys. So we're going to do that before I go to sleep. I'm very tired, but I'm going to push through and do this. Okay, so tonight's topic is, are you being true to you? Now, this was inspired. I came up with this topic after listening to TikTok's To a Woman Heart. I already introduced y'all to her on YouTube. Her name is Reality Is, right? And she mostly focused on justice and social issues on YouTube, but on TikTok, she speaks truth to women. Okay, so last week, her live, she goes live on Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays, right? So those three lives, I watch all her lives. Well, I try my best to, but lately I have been since I found her. Um, so those lives were basically like focused on you, and being inspired by watching them, I came up with this topic. Are you being true to you? So I came up with this topic after listening to, hold on, I gotta readjust this hand. Y'all know I got carpal tunnel in both hands. Maybe I gotta switch hands and then read with that one. Maybe that'll work a little bit because my wrist is really sore. Okay. Are you being true to you? Came up with this topic after listening to TikToks To a Woman's Heart. Her live was about it's time to live life for you, basically. If you don't live, okay, so here's where I start talking in my commentary. If we don't live for ourselves now, when are we going to? It would be a sad thing to learn you did all you did for others and you never did for you what you were supposed to do. No one else is going to do it for you. No one else is going to make sure you find your purpose but you. No one but you, right? I've witnessed this happen firsthand with my mother. Just a little before she passed, I overheard her saying, "No one really cares about me. They just want me for what I can do for them." She felt used and unloved, and I hated that those were some of the feelings my mother felt that she took to her grave. While what she said could actually be true with some or even many people in my mother's life, but not everyone wanted her just for what she could do. But for her to feel that way, she had to have had a lot of that one sided, uneven relationships. So if it ain't one sided, then it's off balance, it's uneven. And those drain you. Those drain you. Okay. It was enough to make it feel off balance. So if it wasn't a one-way street relationship, it was enough to make it feel like it's unbalanced. Like I'm doing way too much and you're doing about this much, and it's leaving me depleted. Okay. I need to do a whole video about that alone. Off balance relationships. No matter how much love is claimed to be there, it leaves you depleted because they're going to tell you they love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, but I love you. And I would do it for you, but it's constantly you've been able to do it for me and I haven't seen it. But they're going to give you every excuse, but you have to sometime in your life okay, I'm going to get to that. Why do I do that? I go off topic. I already wrote the notes. So let's get back to where I was. So, no matter how much love is claimed to be there, leaves you depleted. This is why it is essential that we pull our own weight in our relationships. Learn to pour into others as they pour into you so no one feels empty in a situation. When relationships leave you feeling empty, you don't have enough of you left to take care of you. And since they're off balance or one sided relationships, what are they? I'm sorry, what they are not going to restore you or fill you back up. This is a very challenging lesson to learn, and I still haven't mastered it yet either. Even at my age of 42, the reason this lesson is so challenging to master is because it uses our own love against us. Okay? They weaponize your love for them against you. It's an if you love me, you would do this, this, and that for me. You would overlook the things I've done with no repercussions, even if I do it habitually, and even if you let me know you don't like it. You would still allow our relationship to go back to business as usual and without any new boundaries, though I have clearly overstepped limits with you. I wouldn't want, I would not allow you or anybody else to overstep myself. Here's where the confusion comes in. Love does a lot for grace, mercy, and mistakes and imperfections. But if the love is true, to continually do the things that hurts that person, it hurts you to hurt others. It hurts you to hurt the ones you love. So when you love someone, you are aware of how your actions affect them. You are not only consumed with what you feel, you are equally concerned with how they feel. I remember an instance where a family member had done something that looked nothing like things you would do to a person you claim to love. Heck, sometimes I think some of the things some of my family that allege to love me have done to me, I don't think they would even do to some of these things to strangers. I was telling my dad about it. At times it gets too difficult to always keep everything to myself, though I try. I really do try, girl. Anyways, my dad gave me some excellent advice, and my dad isn't a talker like that. But there are some life lessons he has taught me that I will take with me forever, that he has said in just a sentence or two. He said, "You can't expect you from other people." And it just made so much sense. I wouldn't continually, habitually hurt the ones I love, even after they have screamed, ouch, more than once. But that doesn't mean those that I love won't do it to me. So, this is where you have to determine for yourself if the love and the relationship is mutual. And here's the thing, In your life, it only matters if you perceive the relationship to be mutual. Because no matter how unbalanced the relationship is, they're going to claim it to be, they're going to claim it to be treating you mutually, even if it's obvious that it's not. Okay, I got just a little bit more. So we have to learn how to weed out those unhealthy relationships. We've got to remember this journey is about making the best decisions for yourselves, ourselves. And it's not to say be selfish, not regard how you yourself affect those around you. It is saying if those around you have not taken heed or they totally disregard how their actions or lack of affects you, then you have to move them down the scale of level of importance in your life and move your own self up. After all, move your own self up while you're at it. After all, it's your life, not theirs. You are not extensions of them. You are you, a living, breathing soul, and should be honored and respected as such. Your life is like a garden. We are meant to grow and flourish. But in order to do so, we have got to uproot. And sometimes that's hard because some of these bitter roots run deep. But if they are not plucked, it's going to be hard to grow and become who you were purposed to be. That leads me to my next point. The last point was mostly just saying guard your heart. Relationships, you got to guard your heart. This one is about guarding your time. Time is so ultra important, and under no circumstances can it be replaced. Y'all know my endless battle of trying to break my husband's wrongful conviction story and restore our family. And one of the reasons it is so detrimental to do it now is because all the time he is missing being locked up and all the time that I am missing behind fighting. Okay, so I want to write more about time. That was just a snippet. I feel like it's going pretty good. Y'all know I struggle a little bit trying to read my own handwriting. One, because I'm legally blind, and then number two, because I write like chicken scratch. But hopefully that you get something out of it. These are just life lessons that I am learning. I'm being honest with you, the long way, the hard way. But guess what? I'm actually learning. I'm building boundaries in my life. I want nothing but good relationships in my life. If those that don't pour back into me, I'm not pouring into you. I'm very valuable. My time is valuable. I'm a good person. I know that I'm a good person. For years, I believed what others made me think about myself. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm an honest person. I know me. I literally know me. Before, I was still me. I still have the good heart that I have, but it's like I needed somebody to validate that, hey, you are a good person. And people are, the more you search for that validation, the more they're not going to give it to you. They're actually going to say you're a horrible person, and you know you don't fit that description. I don't fit that description. So I no longer, I'm not going to take the description that others place on me. I know me. I'm a good person. I got a good heart. And I don't allow to be treated less than I am. I've allowed that for too long, and it's just over. Cadillacs upgrade, you upgrade your Cadillac, right? Ain't the same Cadillac from 1981, girl. They done the body of the whole Cadillac done changed. The grill done changed. The components under the hood done changed. Like, girl, why would I stay the same? Why would you stay the same? We all gotta elevate and grow. And you cannot grow with weeds choking you out. All right, guys. So I'm about to go to bed. I got a long day tomorrow. I gotta give myself grace. I took a little rest today, did my hair. I retwisted I always braid the front, but I retwisted the back of my head. It's looking decent to me. I hadn't retwisted the back in so long. So for me, it looks really good. Now, I'm not the image of perfection. So whatever you want to say, oh, it ain't that good, whatever. I'm past that stage in my life where I have to be perfect for you. I'm good enough for me. All right. See ya, girl Cadillac. I'll talk to y'all later.